What? Go ahead. You do it.
Mike's off.
Go ahead.
All right, it's the Yak.
It's the Yak.
With Brandon Walker, myself, Owen, and Frank the Tank.
What's my last name?
Rotor.
There we go.
Rotor, that's how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was saying Raider.
We've got the A-team here today.
Yep. As voted on by you, the fans. Yesterday, you decided to get Big Cat out of here. Nick and KB, they're not doing all the funny jokes today. We're going to go a different direction with this show. Hi, Frank. Okay.
The Mets, you know.
So that's the direction we're going.
The Mets should basically be called out by Amnesty International because being a Met fan is
Brandon just walked out.
Sure.
Let's do 3 minutes of as much Mets rants as you could get in.
Well,
and
the game
no
today's game started at noon, and it's off to a rollicking start. They had the bases loaded, nobody out.
Yes.
And they did not score a single run.
Okay.
That's like the 18th time that's happened this year. The Mets this year are 19 for 90 with the bases loaded.
That seems poor.
And have 29 strikeouts with the bases loaded. I mean,
haven't they been in first place as long as any other team in the MLB?
The wire to wire first place, but their lead is
not wire to wire, not wire to wire.
Pretty much wire to wire.
But the only reason is because the whole division is just.
Their lead is down to 1.5 games, 1.5 games. The Phillies are coming. The Braves are coming. The Braves are 2.5 games back. The Phillies are 1.5 games back. Right?
You're on the Braves, right?
Me? Yes, 100%. Yeah.
But
twice. I'm doubled up on it.
But the division is terrible.
But otherwise, what else is going on?
Well, I just got back from Chicago with Doug's.
So you went to, I saw on Twitter, so you go to a Pirates game, you went to a Cubs game, a White Sox game, and you went to the National Sports Card and Collectors Convention, which I am jealous. I've always wanted to fucking go to that thing. How was it?
Oh, it was great. Brandon, good news for you.
What?
Next year it's in Atlantic City.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good. That is good news for me. Hopefully I will be nowhere near the absolute shithole that is Jersey by then. Hopefully I'll be back down south. But if it is in Jersey, I would love that. I mean, Atlantic City, excuse me. I didn't mean to insult Jersey as well.
Well, if you want to see shitholes, Atlantic City pretty much is not our greatest example.
Did you do stand up last night, Sass?
I did. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Okay. Was there more people there?
No, it was pretty dead, and it was like kind of everyone that went up. There was back-to-back open mics, and I was there for the second one, and everyone from the first one stayed, so I was like one of the last people.
Wow.
What is
what
this?
The fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck is this?
I mean,
what is going on?
Sit down.
Hey.
What are you doing?
What are you guys doing?
We have a seat right here.
Not here?
We have a seat right here.
I'm walking out the door right now. Just doing
please.
PNC.
Didn't look like it.
Please.
You saying
Tank, hello?
You don't like doing the yak?
I love doing the yak. I literally have to go.
5
My
minutes.
flight is
Okay.
in an hour.
You fly in private?
You got power with the
No, I don't
airlines.
fly private.
You got to get there like 10
Not
minutes
with
early
Dave.
with COVID.
First class, though.
It takes an hour just to go through security now.
Not for him.
Depends on where you are.
He'll just go right through. Do you?
LaGuardia is tough. The security there is brutal.
Newark is good.
Newark's great.
Yeah. I fly through security there. JFK is all right, but I don't really like flying out of JFK.
Do you fly exclusively out of Newark, Frank?
Well, that would be my goal. I mean, when I went down to the Jake Paul interview, he went through JFK, and that was just a shit show. I took an Uber to JFK, and it almost took just as long to drive to Chicago.
Yeah.
The Uber to JFK costs almost as much as the flight does.
You guys just
That's
running the
good.
same jokes?
That's good.
Right.
Well, it's true.
I know. That's what.
Double barrel action here.
No, he said it was. I thought he said that the drive there took almost as
Right,
long.
but and then you went the cost. Okay,
because it's true.
Well, as Elaine said, nobody beats the Van Wyck.
That's what she said.
I wouldn't hate getting Jim Florentine in here, giving Sass advice for stand-up.
That motherfucker still work here?
He just walked by.
No
way.
Yes, he did.
Florentine's in?
Somebody go see if we can get Florentine. TJ. I
Let's
don't know.
not.
Why? That'd be great.
I don't want to talk about. Oh, I'm cutting out. Never mind. That might just be my headphones.
It's your headphones.
Yeah. No. The open mic is pretty bad.
Yeah, but that one open mic was pretty bad. If we can get Jim Florentine to talk about it. He's a stand-up, apparently?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. He's a good stand-up,
For-
too.
Like ever.
All right. Frank,
What is he doing in the office?
he has a
Stool
podcast
streams
with us.
probably. Yeah, he works here.
I didn't know that he did his podcast in the office, though.
No, I
Uh,
think he's here for stool streams, maybe.
What's he doing on stool streams?
Florentine's getting more into the action.
I don't know.
He's recording.
Bunting.
Uh,
He's recording?
Yeah, his podcast.
I really doubt Jim Florentine came here to bunt.
He came to play against Sidney Wells in cornhole.
Did he really?
Yes.
That's the first time I've seen him
Does
in
he
a while.
live? He lives in New York.
Jersey, I think.
He's a Jersey guy, yes.
Yeah,
You ever
he
see
had
him?
a show at Caroline's pretty recently.
really.
Yeah, it's big. That's the big leagues.
What was your question,
Mhm.
Owen?
If Frank ever sees him in Jersey.
I've never seen him walking around Jersey, but I know he's a Jersey guy.
Respect.
I've seen Frank in the wild in Jersey once. I was transferring at Secaucus Junction, and I was walking down the train platform, and Frank was just chilling.
Look at
Just-
this fraud
just
walking
holding
by.
court. Look at this motherfucker.
It's a bit much.
I mean, that was a shot. That was a shot to the back of the head.
Apparently, because PMT is one of the biggest podcasts in the world and makes a ton of money or something, he can do that, but he can't do this with
I in no way expected him to just walk by. I thought
Is
he was
PMT
long
gearing
gone.
up for a live show next Thursday?
I don't think so. It's a good question, Owen.
You know, I actually saw a license plate that I thought might have been PFT. It was a Alberta license plate PFT with numbers.
Oh,
wow.
PFT. Yeah,
Must have been a
I think
fan.
he's from Virginia.
PFT is.
Yeah.
But this was from Alberta, and it just shows you that
Did you see that
What's
license?
coming?
Did you see that license plate here? Because Alberta's a long ass way.
No Canada.
I saw it in Ohio.
Well, we can speak of the country.
I'm just saying.
We love Canada.
Canada's amazing. It's fantastic. It's great. It's one of the best.
One of these days, I'll actually like to go to Canada.
You haven't been?
Never been to Canada.
Okay. I'd like to get you to all 50 states if I could too. How many states are you at? Can I guess? I think you're at 18.
One off 19. I added 3 last week that I've never been to.
Oh, you've never been to Chicago?
Never been to Illinois, never been to Indiana, never been to Ohio.
Okay. All right. Owen, how many are you at? This is exciting.
Probably a lot. How many stadiums have you been to, Frank?
Better question.
9.
Oh, you got to get those numbers up. We'll get them up.
Those are rookie numbers, Frank.
I mean, well, it was 5 going into this year.
Can we power rank the 9?
All right. One
He's just showing off at this point.
one Wrigley.
Okay. Oh, you
Nice.
just saw it for the first time, right?
Yes.
Wow.
You loved it that much.
Well, it was classic. It was everything that you expected.
It's got a real baseball feel.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I was at Wrigley, I was having a great time.
What? It
You-
feels like you're at a baseball game when you're at Wrigley.
You are at a baseball game, Owen.
Yeah.
What was it? Where'd you sit? Third base line, outfield, bleachers? What?
Big Cat hooked me up, and I was practically behind home plate.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's interesting.
Nice.
He didn't hook me up. He did offer to, but he didn't.
Well, why do you say he didn't hook you up then? I mean, if he offered to, that's
I was
He
like,
offered to, and then you made fun of him.
I did
correct.
not
Instead
make. I
of
did
saying
not
yes.
make fun of him. I can read the text. I was extremely thankful. I was like,
Has
"Thank you, I
anybody talked
appreciate
about
it."
the fact that you and Big Cat actually hate each other?
We do not hate each other. At
You
all.
100% hate each other.
I-
You definitely,
I-
you definitely resent each other.
He posted something about the Cubs game, and I was like, "I'm going to the game." I replied to his tweet, and then he texted me, and he was like, "Let me know if you need anything." And so I was like joking around, and I was like, "Can I get box seats? Whatever, blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Just kidding. Like I'm like actually, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I'll let you know if I need anything." And then I invited him to go to the Yankees game with us, and the Red Sox Yankees game at Yankee Stadium. And he laughed in my face, and he was like, "We're going to the movies." And I said, "Let me know if you need anything at the movie theater." I can
Both
hook
of you
up."
only do the invitations as a show, a fake show.
I legitimately invited him, but I knew he wasn't going to come.
So now we've got a second issue that has just arisen right now.
what?
That you invited everybody on the yak except Brandon.
You honestly,
You weren't even here, I don't think.
I
Yeah.
absolutely was
no,
here.
I think you were in
I think you were in
You-
Mississippi.
no, I was back. You honestly, there are 6 people on the yak. You invited 5 of them.
Okay, I was going to invite Roan, but then
You did invite Roan.
But Roan was getting married
But you
that
didn't-
week,
you-
so I was like, I was like, is it like I was like, he's probably pretty busy. Like I don't know.
So
if
you
I wanna
invited
invite
Rome,
him.
right?
No, I invited Big Cat first, and then Big Cat laughed in my face when I invited him.
All right,
and
let's
then
go through the order of who got the invitations. So I assume Owen lives with you. He probably got a standing
KB,
invitation
Nick, and Owen all got invites
At
first.
first. Okay, they're first, and then Roan got Big Cat got the next one.
I originally was just not going to invite anyone else, but then so what happened was my uncle got tickets. He had 5. Was it 5 or 6? It was 5 tickets, and he couldn't go. So
One
he gave me
second.
the tickets.
Frank, what's number 2?
Number 2 is Pnc Park in Pittsburgh.
You
All
just
right.
saw that one for the first time last week, right?
Yes, they have a great river walk behind the bleachers, and it's a shame that stadium enjoys on such a terrible team.
Really nice.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree. It's
And
a
then
wonderful
so there was
stadium.
5 tickets.
There's 5 tickets. I was only going to invite KB, Nick, and Owen. And then my dad was like, well, you're taking the extra ticket, so find someone else to go. So then I was like, not going to
Tight
invite
white
Roan.
t-shirt.
And then I was like, would Big Cat want to go? And then I asked Big Cat, and he was like, absolutely not. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, okay, let's just ask Roan. And then Roan was like, yeah, I'll come.
I have a question. How many tickets would you have needed to have to invite me?
6.
I would have been the next one. I would have been the next invitation.
Yes.
Owen, do you believe that? I don't.
So I don't. Who else would I have invited?
I think, yeah.
I don't.
I think you
so.
would have been 6.
Frank, what's number 3?
Number 3 would be Old Yankee
Have
Stadium.
a good weekend, guys.
Nice mask,
We're
Lib
good.
Cat.
Have a
Sheep.
good weekend.
Lib Cat.
Sheep.
Masks are back.
No,
No.
they're not.
Dude, I got on the fucking subway yesterday, and I looked around, and I was the only person without
Me and
a
Owen
mask.
were just on the subway with no masks.
Really?
Spitting everywhere.
All right, I gotta go with you guys. All right, see you
Yeah.
guys.
Have
I
a
won't
good
be here
trip.
Monday, just as a reminder, because I'm a rider.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good trip.
Have a
Also,
good
I have a
trip.
video I have to tape in Long Island, but that was.
Have a good trip.
All right, bye.
That's Big Cat. Going to a. What number 3 was? What now?
Old
Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
Okay, so you haven't been to that one in a while.
Well, it's
why does
now-
it hold up so well?
It was classic. It was like you felt the history walking in there, even though the stadium looked different than it did in the old days. It still had that classic feel to it.
And old versus new, I felt like you were more on top of the field
Yes,
at the old
yes.
stadium,
Which-
which just made it louder. Everything was just bouncing around.
Have you ever been to Fenway?
Yes, I have.
Well,
Are we
Well,
just
find
going
out
to
the
spoil
fucking
the
list.
list?
Well, I was just curious.
No,
No,
let's,
yeah, I
the
mean,
one
just
thing we have
go
for the show is
straight
the
for
list
it.
of 9. But yeah, let's do it all.
do it how you want to do it. Also, the Old Yankee Stadium brings me to my question. Who are the worst Yankees in the world? I'm talking about Northerners. Who do you hate the most?
You know what I saw today that was kind of funny, off topic, but
I'd say
similar
Portnoy
on
probably.
topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw, so they posted like the Carabas and Ortiz thing on the Instagram on the Barstool main
Call
page.
him Poppy.
Yeah, call him Poppy. And
Jim,
someone and
hey,
like
Jim, come here.
we don't need to do this.
No, we're gonna
Let's
do
pause
it.
this.
You want to sit down?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
How's it
Jim.
going?
Jim fucking Florentine's here. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, well, I'll shake my own hand.
Sorry, I didn't see that yet.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't know if you're familiar, but this is Harry, a.k.a. Little Sasquatch, and he's been recently getting into the stand-up game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He's been
Yeah.
doing open mics and all that stuff in New York. He's hasn't had any big shows yet, right?
No big shows.
But he's grinding.
Yeah.
yeah.
How many times you been on stage?
7 so far.
All right. How old are you?
20.
That's a good age. You started young.
Yeah,
Started at
okay.
20.
All right. Do you think it's better to start young, or do you need like life experience? to
Yeah,
do-
both.
Okay.
You know, Pete Davidson started young. Chappelle started when he was like 14.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it's good that you have your shit together at 20. That you would. I didn't even start till I was 25.
I don't think he said he had his shit together.
Well, just that he's been up 7 times. Look, it's gonna be a tough road. But you're gonna be in Holiday Inns in some town in Iowa for like 4 straight days in a hotel by yourself. There's going to be a Subway sandwich shop you can eat at. You'll have breakfast, lunch, and maybe even dinner there.
Yeah.
You're not going to know anybody. You have a show that night.
That sounds fucking awesome.
You're going to have like 14 hours to kill during the day.
Yeah, well, I barely know anyone here, so it doesn't sound like it'd be much different.
Well, I just got back off the road, and I was on a road trip with Coach Doug's. Riding back, we stopped at a place in Fort Wayne for the night after going to Chicago on the way to the Hall of Fame in Canton, and they knock on the door at 8 o'clock in the morning. Housekeeping.
That's good.
Housekeeping. Of course, I'm getting ready to take a shower, and I'm sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Not that I want to give you that visual. I actually think they do that to make sure that you're not dead. Because nobody answers to come there and go, okay, we got another corpse here.
That would crush in Iowa.
So did you get up off the toilet?
No.
So what'd you do? They came in?
I yelled, don't come in. I'm on. Don't come in.
You got to put a do not disturb sign on the door, then they don't come in. Because they'll start knocking at 8.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they actually did that.
They probably heard you grunting on the ball. Something's going on in that room. Somebody might be getting
Jesus
stabbed.
Christ.
So when you started at 25, did you have to do? How long was it awkward for you? Not awkward. How long was it?
Did you start in New York?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I started in New York, but then I wasn't ready for it. There wasn't
Yeah.
as nearly as many open mics when I first started. So, you do a couple shows like in Jersey, and you think you're good. Then you come to New York where the competition is good, and then they just stare at you. You think you're great.
I don't think Sass took the Jersey route at all. I think he just started right in New York.
Well, there's
Well,
a
I'm
lot
not
more.
gonna leave Manhattan.
There's a ton of
So-
places now.
Yeah, there's a ton of places
Yeah.
where you can get up. When I first started, there wasn't that many open mics, so you just went right to the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to bring like 10 people with you because that's the only way they put you on stage for 5 minutes. And then if you did good, they promised you then you didn't have to bring people anymore.
I remember they used to have Rascals Comedy Club, West Orange.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some shows there. But no, it's a good time for him to start, which he can get to a lot further in his career just from social media, through Barstool, through YouTube or something goes viral or whatever like that. But so it's not a bad time, but it's tough.
Sass, do you want to do a quick 5 for Jim?
Not at all.
Quick little 5.
He's gonna get girls that would never look at him by being on stage. That's one of the perks.
Has that happened
awesome.
yet?
No, it's
Yeah.
been strictly. I think yesterday's open mic there was not one girl there.
Yeah, they don't usually. They don't want to fuck the open mic.
They come later.
They wait for the clubs.
Another year or so. When
Yeah.
he starts opening for guys, they'll be all over him. So, and you'll get girls like, there's no way this girl would ever look at me if I wasn't on stage.
If he's shown up, and even if it's just him and 2 people, it's still important to just keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just get up.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get better in front of 2, 3, 4, 8 people. I used to perform at the comic strip, like after the regular show, at like 1 in the morning, there'd be like 2 people left.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait to get up in front of those 2 people.
Yeah.
So, get up in front of anybody and stuff. But you never know. There's so much work in New York City, all these little places in Brooklyn. So he can get good really quick
There you go, Sass.
if he really just sticks with it and stuff. But the problem is, at 20, you got a lot of distractions. Some girl wants to go out with you on a Tuesday, and you're going to do an open mic. What are you going to
I
do?
don't think he has to
No
worry
girls
about
are
that.
going out with me.
Why not?
You're like close to asexual, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good because then that won't get in his way. You know what I mean? It won't get in his way where he's just
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm not going here because this girl wants to hook up with me." And this
So
and that.
when you first started, pussy got in the way? Is that
Yeah.
what you're telling me?
It still does.
You would have gotten a little further, a little quicker, just too much
I
pussy.
never went to college. Like I went to community college, so I didn't go away for
Me
college.
too, brother.
So yes, but so I didn't get experience like living in a dorm and hooking
Yeah.
up with all these girls. So when I got on the road, started doing stand up, that was like my college.
Yeah. Well, that sounds.
The problem
pretty-
is it's still going on for me. At some point you got to grow up.
Says
you would
who?
think. No, you're right. I mean, if you're a comic,
Fuck
you
it.
don't have to. That's the
Yeah.
one good thing. People give you a pass on stuff when you do stupid shit because you're a comic.
So what are you doing here? Just recording today?
Yeah, I was recording my podcast, and they had to do I guess a photo shoot or something
Yeah.
for headshots.
Oh, that's
Gotcha,
right.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
it
Everybody's
done.
awful, right?
Yeah, I had it done in under 30 seconds.
Just there's my head.
Yeah, I go.
Oh.
He goes, yeah, just really quick. I go, yeah, look, no matter how many shots you're going to take, I'm still going to be maybe a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm never going to be a 7.5. So let's just get
Yeah.
this fucking thing over with.
Yeah, the face doesn't change at all. Well,
It doesn't really matter. Like you're telling jokes. Like they always wanted you to have a headshot in comedy. I go, look, I'm a comedian. Who gives a fuck about a headshot? I got to be funny on stage. It doesn't matter.
Have you had a good headshot taken yet?
No. My picture on the Barstool website took myself.
Okay, all right.
Are you
The
taking one this
tripod?
week?
I didn't know we were doing that until I saw Kate's post on Instagram, so I guess I should.
Yeah, I think they're all waiting for us in there. I haven't done it yet either.
Did you just walk in?
Yeah, you literally just walk in. Like you said, 30 seconds. They're gonna take a couple shots of you and be done with it. I think Rico and Dan did one as a joke yesterday
Oh,
with
yeah, I
with the
saw
good
that,
the good
yeah.
cameras, the high quality cameras, and all that. So how's the podcast going? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good, man.
Good?
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in a while.
yeah.
COVID got in the way of everything. Like,
Yeah, I
Your
know.
relationship started with Barstool, then COVID happened, and like
I started like late January,
Yeah.
like in a month later, 6 weeks later, the whole thing shut down.
yeah.
So
I think the only time you and I have ever talked has been on like a Zoom interview or something, or a Zoom. I had you on a couple shows.
yeah.
Early on, I can see by the blank look in your eyes, you don't remember it at all.
No, I do.
That's fine.
No, I do. And then I used to do Large's show when he had the radio
That's
show in
right.
the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
I'd come
yeah.
in a lot for that, and then do.
You came
Well,
to the company party.
Yeah, I was at the
but
company
I think,
party.
Brandon, you were in Omaha, maybe?
I was in Omaha. Yeah, I was in Omaha for that, and then I was in Mississippi after that. So, Omaha, Mississippi, 2 places you've frequented, I'm sure.
I love Omaha.
Yeah, it's actually a good town.
It's a great town.
It's a really good town.
There's a great comedy club there.
Is there?
Yeah.
I wish I had found that because there was not. I didn't have much comedy in my life for those 2 weeks. I was just watching baseball with a bunch of fat people. So,
Nice. Who's your team?
Mississippi State University. We won the national championship.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you noticed that. You probably didn't.
What do you
Doug
think's the
Pro.
most underrated city for comedy?
Good questions today, Owen.
That is a
Thank
good
you.
question. It used to be Cleveland, but now they're too woke there.
Yeah.
They used to be just
The
blue
Guardians.
collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guardians, and they're all okay with them changing the name. Pittsburgh was pretty good, but they're kind of turning too.
So
Texas.
you're fighting the woke battle every time you go up on stage now?
No, they usually they stay away from the comedy clubs. They don't bother you.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was the opposite of what was happening. I thought like comedy was under attack from.
It is from
wokeness.
the outside if you're posting on social media and stuff like that, but
Gotcha.
they don't come to the
Not
clubs.
actually
They
going,
actually
yeah.
do the research. They go, I don't want to see this person. Everyone's got a clip online,
Yeah.
which is good because they used to just come in not knowing what the comic was,
Yeah.
what he does on stage. Like, that's stupid. Like, you'll get a bachelorette party, like 12 girls sit right in the front of, like, the Doug Stanhope show. And they're like, we didn't know. Like, you didn't know. You researched everything else. The fucking Applebee's you're going to go to afterwards and the dance club and all that shit. But you didn't know that Doug Stanhope.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because all the restrictions or all the things that can help Sass make his career, like being on social media, being out there and stuff. You kind of have the restrictions of people, the woke people watching, but so there's freedom in being on stage now.
The people that really want you to just say whatever you want on stage, they're the ones coming to the comedy club. They're actually better crowds that are coming out because they're so sick of living like this and have to be safe in every aspect of their life. When they finally get to a nightclub where it's dark, they just want to hear. No one's going, that you can't say that. The race stuff though doesn't work anymore. Like, you can't do.
So you got to get rid of the slur bit.
The race stuff is tough. That they just or if you do something about a cop,
Yeah.
they go quiet. But other than that, you're safe.
Sass, your entire act is based on race.
No, not at all.
Coming from a white guy, you got to be careful. Like, you could always ride that fine line, but now the crowds are like, please, I don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do something else. But so wait, are you socially awkward? Is he a weirdo? Like, is
No,
he,
not
is he
really.
awkward? Because that makes a good comic when you're socially awkward and you're weird.
I think he's sufficiently socially awkward enough to be a good comic, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like outgoing. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I didn't talk to anyone here until like 3 months that I was here.
Yeah, that he could be. See, because the guy that's like causing a scene, wants all the attention. They're terrible comics.
Okay.
So he just said he didn't talk to anybody for 3 months. He's going to be good.
And he wears the same fucking shirt every day.
Yeah, because that's a comic. He's like, why do I got to wash it? It doesn't smell. So he's going to be able to live on the road on like $50, making $50 a night. He already knows. I don't need to change this.
So the show it's from 1 to 2 o'clock is the Yak. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you got something else to do, I don't want to get in your way. So don't feel obligated to stay and sit with us if you don't want to.
No, I do got to get going.
I
I
figured.
got to get my kid and all
Figure.
shit. Though.
But anyway, so yeah, Sass has embarked on. He comes in every day and he's like, I did a couple of sets last night.
Could that
did you
help?
do 2 last night?
If
No,
Sass,
I did one last
if Sass popped out a kid, you think?
No, it's too early for that. You're gonna.
I feel like it'd be a lot of material though.
It would be, but he's 20. He doesn't need
Yeah.
that shit. Because then, first of all, don't get a girlfriend, and if you do, they're gonna hate that you go on the road. Because it's always on the weekends where you make your money, and then she's gonna want to hang out with her and her girlfriends or you on a weekend, and you got to go away if she's working 9 to 5. So you're gonna fuck up everything with that stuff.
I feel like Sass, you kind of want the entirety of your career to happen between 2nd and 9th Avenue. It's like
Yeah.
you're not really looking to go on the road.
There's comedy clubs near where I live, so I go to those ones. But like I've gone to Brooklyn. I mean, it's just like I I have to work here still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a lot of you're not gonna get married young. You're not gonna have any kids. You're gonna have to live like a fucking animal, basically.
And lots of pussy.
Lots of pussy.
That's the
Lots of pussy.
That's the thing. He's not going to have health insurance, but he's going to get chicks out of his league.
Okay.
That's the trade-off. He's not going to, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to have to go to walk-in medical and pay out of his pocket,
All right.
but he's going to fuck a 9. And there's no reason he should fuck a 9. He should maybe get 5s. And then same here. I'm in the same boat. But.
All right, Jim. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thank you so much,
Have a
man.
good one.
Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Frank, number 4.
Number 4 would be Citi Field.
Citi Field for the New York Metropolitans.
Yes.
I've been to Citi. What? You don't like that one? Owen, you made a noise.
I do. I think it's one of the most fun stadiums to go to, but it's because it has so many distractions from the game.
I've been to a
What
very
is Citi
Well, when
Field?
you're a Met fan, you
Mets-
need
Mets Stadium.
distractions.
I know.
because-
in Queens.
Because as of today, they're losing 1-0. Michael Canofor, who is the worst player in baseball, booted a ball, and of course, he struck out with the bases loaded because he is Michael Canofor. Michael Canofor this year, the only run he's driven in with the bases loaded is when he dropped an elbow.
You said everything's going wrong today? They're down 1-0.
Yes.
1-0. Okay.
1-0 for the Mets is like 10-0 for other teams.
The Mets are still in first place, Frank. We need to have
They're
first place energy.
They're not going to be in first place. They got 13 games coming against the Dodgers and Giants. They're going to get swept by the Phillies. They're going to be out of first place by tomorrow.
Oh, actually, now that you mention it, that does stink. That fucking stinks. I've been to a very small amount of stadiums. Citi Field is one of them, though. I went right when I got here. It's shockingly good stadium. It's a really good ass.
I think I've been to 3.
3. So you've been to Yankee. You've been to what else?
I've been to Yankee, Wrigley, and
That's a pretty strong
Fenway.
2. That's a pretty strong 3. I would say the 3 that I would most like to go to are Fenway. I'm gonna say 4. San Francisco, Wrigley, Fenway, and Pittsburgh.
You've never been to Fenway?
No,
Sneaky top 3 stadium, Camden Yards.
I don't even think that's sneaky. When I 92, I mean, me and him are old enough to remember when it debuted. It was like the crown jewel. for
changed
Well, yeah,
everything.
it was the first outfield into patio, right?
Yeah, it was the first. It was the first beautiful baseball
Yeah.
stadium.
It
really.
changed the whole dynamic. Every stadium that was built after that was basically modeled after Camden Yards.
Yeah. Me, my dad, and my uncle used to, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 a summer. We were trying to hit like every stadium. I think I got maybe more than halfway.
Really, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're
Then we
still.
stopped.
You're gonna keep going at some point when you have kids. You're gonna pick that back up.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
I'm just excited about Sass's pussy conquest he's gonna have soon.
Yeah, Florentine's a big pussy guy, huh?
Right.
He was adamant about the
He
fact that
was
without this,
very-
you would get
yeah.
5s.
I mean, but that's pretty fucking a 9. I mean, that's
Yeah,
something
that's
to look
awesome.
forward to.
He was most of what he was talking about was about pussy or related to
Right.
pussy.
He was so fucking funny.
Or what you do between the pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like which hotel you're gonna be in
Yeah.
until you get the next pussy.
yeah.
I never really thought. I guess I should have said to him. I never really thought of stand-ups as guys that just get pussy like that. Like I'm
I
sure
don't
they do.
think
They
they
get
are.
famous. They get famous. But like I
No,
think
I
of
think they do.
rising musicians. I think of that. Rising athletes. I never really thought of rising stand-ups as pussy getters.
Yeah, I think chuckle fuckers is the word
Chuckle fuckers.
Chuckle fuckers. Yeah.
for people who sleep with comedians.
What did KB say the wrestling thing was? The
Singlet
singlet
chasers.
chasers.
Singlet chasers.
Yeah.
What and Nick called the graphic design whores the logos.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a good ass podcast, boys.
Yeah, that was a funny episode.
Is that the latest episode of Son of a Boy
Yes,
Dad?
it
That
is.
was,
Go
yeah.
listen. Just kidding. Don't go listen to this. And
What
then
about
listen
what
after.
would it be for bloggers?
Didn't we
just
talk
Frank?
about
Whores? I don't know.
that?
Ugly girls.
Oh, sorry.
Frank 5.
Number 5, I would give a bit of an upset guaranteed rate field.
That's Chicago White Sox.
Yes.
No, why is that an upset? I guess it's not that new. It's not that nice. Yeah. What was good
They've
about it?
improved a lot. It's got a great atmosphere, and that electric scoreboard, the exploding scoreboard, is just.
Well, I'm pretty sure all stadiums have an electric scoreboard.
They were the first.
I think the White Sox have one of the better fan bases.
You think?
Yeah.
Even led by White Sox Dave, that caveman?
Yeah.
The White Sox are a team that I often forget about.
Yeah.
How so?
I just forget that they're a baseball team.
Okay.
I feel like you don't remember.
No, but I know. Like,
How many baseball teams do you remember right now?
How many could you name?
I have no idea, but the White Sox are one. Everyone else, every other one I hear, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But then I hear about the White Sox, and I'm like,
But you hear the Cincinnati Reds.
you
oh,
know
that
what?
makes
You know what's
sense.
weird? They also remind me of the LA Kings in
Black and
hockey.
white.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's something with the I don't know.
Huh.
Every time I hear those teams, I'm like, how do I forget that they exist?
Raiders? Do
I
those
don't
remind
know.
you?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders,
It's
the
the-
Oakland Raiders used to be the football team.
It's just another
Yeah, I
black-
don't-
He was going
know
by
anything
color
about
scheme is
football.
what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about football, so.
Gotcha.
Comerica in Detroit is really nice too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Avery, were we doing your list or were we doing Frank's
Yeah.
list?
I was just saying it.
Oh, I noticed that you said it, but I just don't know if we were doing your list or Frank's list.
I've been to the Dodgers Stadium. I remember.
You know what they call that? Dodger Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking up the stairs and Milton Bradley hit a home run as I saw the field. It was serendipitous.
Oh, so
yeah.
that's just a beautiful
It
scene.
was a good memory I had as a child.
Just very green grass.
Yeah.
I've never been to Dodger Stadium. I've never been west of Dallas, Texas. Frank, number 6?
Number 6, I'm going by fuzzy memories. Fenway Park,
Wow.
When did
Dropped
you
to
go?
6?
When did you go?
Really
when
tight seats.
1983.
It is a tight park.
Oh, so that you would have been 7?
Yes.
Bam. I know
So
my
that's
Frank.
a long time ago.
That is a long-
I
not
I
that long
felt
ago.
too big for the seats. at
yeah,
Fenway.
I sorry,
That's
that was
the,
weird. That
that's
sounded
the-
weird.
That's
That was like a tick. That didn't feel right. When I went to Fenway Park, I was
Wait, no,
always
what was
I
that?
don't know. I was trying to I had like a stutter. I don't know.
Stuck.
He was glitching.
when I went to Fenway, I would always it was always when I was really young, and I always didn't like it. I think because I was young and I had to go with my parents, and it was always hot as fuck, and I just was
Yeah.
miserable. But I think the first time I've been to a so I went to Wrigley a couple months ago, and that was super fun, and then that's why I wanted to go to the Yankees game too. But I think it's just when you get older, you start to appreciate it more. But I want to go back to Fenway.
What about, so you have it at 6. I mean, that's pretty low.
Well, maybe I didn't need to see it again. It's changed a lot since 1983.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember sitting there, and I was 7 years old and fascinated by people climbing up to Green Monster to get foul balls and home runs when I would hit up there.
Okay, yeah. Now, of course, they have the seats up there.
Yeah.
Would you be comfortable sitting on top of the Monster?
I probably would not want to sit up on a Monster.
I think I would. So what is 34 feet up? I guess it's not that big.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna fall off. Of it.
You're not going to fall off, but you have the illusion that you're going to fall off.
Yeah.
People
Right.
definitely have, right?
I would hope so.
Someone's probably jumped off of it.
Yeah. Killing yourself in public is kind of
I don't think
weird
jumping
move.
off Fenway, the Monster's going to kill you, though.
No,
I think,
you wouldn't. I
No,
was more
no,
talking
it-
about the vessel. We talk about that a lot.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talk about that.
You guys should go to Fenway. I mean, Fenway is not far. It's a 4-hour
3
train
hours?
I am actually contemplating going to Fenway Park in September to watch the Mets' misery.
Well, that'd be an
Tour.
awesome trip.
It'd be fun.
Brandon, why don't you go too?
I need to go.
The Mets have 2 games in Fenway in September.
That'd be a beautiful trip.
That'd be awesome.
Just a quick train ride up there, get in.
Yeah, the Amtrak's easy.
And I bet somebody like Dan hooked you up at Wrigley. I'm sure we could get you hooked up at Fenway.
Well, me and Doug's are both
Who?
talking. Me and Doug's are both talking about going
Jared?
up going up to Fenway for those 2 games in September.
Yeah. He goes to a lot of games.
Let's see. You want to do the? I noticed you looking at the prep sheet.
Yeah. Seeing if we got anything good.
This was a long prep sheet.
Long prep sheet.
All right, I'm gonna ask the first question. Frank,
Let's just run through top to bottom.
I was gonna go bottom to top.
Have we finished my countdown yet?
Oh,
Sure.
we haven't. But
no,
I was,
but we
I
got to
was just-
save it for the show.
Yeah, I was stretching your
Oh, all
countdown
right.
out the whole. If you want to go ahead and finish it, we can.
No, I think we should end with the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should have went reverse
should've
order
went
though.
reverse.
That
We
was
fucked it up.
that was really dumb.
Damn.
Um,
What meal do you eat the most in your rotation, Frank? What meal do you eat the most in your rotation?
Well, my rotation's changing, so it's kind of a little difficult right now. One of the meals I would eat a lot would be Bajoli steaks, which are like these sandwich type steaks.
Nice.
And hamburger helper, and I actually haven't had hamburger helper now in 2 months.
I love hamburger helper so fucking much.
You know,
it's so good.
I actually make my hamburger helper a little extra special by adding some gravy master to it.
Ooh.
So you overhelp.
That
Yeah.
sounds really good.
I overhelped the helper.
Did you just you got sick of it a little bit?
You know, just don't have the time.
Yeah.
For hamburger helper?
I just
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
My, I grew up very poor,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom couldn't afford daycare for me. So
Mhm.
at 6 years old, I was staying home by myself, and she would wake up in the morning before she went to work, make a big pot of hamburger helper. I'd just eat it the rest of the day. Delicious.
That sounds awesome.
Memories.
Yeah.
Highly illegal, I'm sure. I should have had somebody staying with me. I probably could have been. And if
but
and the neighbor only raped me once, so otherwise it was a good experience. He's dead now though. Let's see, Frank, number 7.
Number 7 would be Shea Stadium.
I noticed you couldn't you didn't have the heart to put that number 9.
No, it wouldn't have been number 9 anyway.
Oh, I'm anxious. Now, you know what? I'm glad we were finishing on the last one, the bad one,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be a good. We're going to find out who he really hates.
Mm-hmm.
What
No spoilers, Frank.
what meal in your rotation do you eat the most? I grill steaks. I grill ribeye steaks every Sunday night.
Yeah, that's the only thing I make for myself. Like if I'm cooking, I make a steak and
I
vegetables.
wish I had a grill in my backyard. It sucks that I don't have one.
Have you not moved out yet?
I can't find a place. The housing market sucks.
I think it's gonna get good again if we have to lock down.
I think it's circling back around. I think it's about to get better.
Yeah,
I don't
think
we're
after
gonna,
September.
I don't think we're locking down again, though.
No, there's
Do you?
no way.
I hope we do a little bit.
You don't want to lock down.
No, not fully, but like
Well, you know, there
Just
are
less
people that
people.
actually literally enthusiastically want to lock down.
You're
the
just
libs, dude.
you're just
Apple
tired of
cider
people coming
vinegar.
back to the city.
There's no
Yeah, I
way
just
we're
don't like
having a
lines for
lockdown
stuff.
again. 70% of New York is vaccinated.
Rank these childhood candies: fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, gushers, or fruit snacks.
Wow.
I don't know if those are childhood candies because I think I've actually started
had-
eating those now.
I had 2 fruit by
You're
the foot.
absolutely still a child.
I had 2 fruit by the foots in bed last night. We have them in the snack room.
You
Yeah.
had 2 feet of fruit last night.
Yeah.
I'll have one a day at least.
I would say in that order. I'd say by the foot, roll up, gushers, fruit snacks.
All right, I'm going to
I would
speak on
go
behalf of
Gushers
Frank here
last.
because I think Gushers is something that came on after we were children. Gushers is a relatively new candy in the world. I'd say last 20 years is when we got Gushers.
Yeah.
Do you remember Gushers as a kid?
No, I don't.
I don't either. I don't remember Gushers. I remember fruit snacks is a lazy one to put there at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, those aren't good.
It's
You
just
know,
like generic.
I could say this. I
I like
don't
Scooby
really,
snacks.
I really don't
Scooby
like
snacks
any
are
of
good.
those four.
You don't like fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, any of that?
No.
I don't either, Frank. To
What
be
do you
honest,
do for candy? You like chocolate?
I just like candy.
A Milky Way bar, a Caramello, Three Musketeers,
So chocolate.
and if you want to go, those are candy bars.
Yeah, Owen.
Yeah,
Shit.
I was saying like chocolate versus gummy.
Gummy wise, close. The only thing I might like close to gummies are Starburst.
See, I'm a
Best
big,
flavor?
I'm a big gummy guy.
Best flavor?
Orange.
Pink.
Worst?
You know,
Red.
I actually like the red.
No, red's the best. to me.
Red?
Red's not the best. Pink is the best Starburst.
Red, pink, orange, yellow.
No, you can't rank. Nothing's over pink Starburst.
Red and pink are basically the exact same. To be
They're
honest.
not. Red.
You know, I think the pink actually might be the worst.
Oh, this is hot. You can't tell me pink Starburst is the worst Starburst.
Well, they're all good.
Fuck you, Fleming. Fuck you, Fleming.
But I like orange, red, and yellow better.
Yellow, you like,
man.
you like yellow
Orange
better?
first is
citrus, man.
crazy.
I think orange is second. I go pink, orange, red, yellow. That's where I go on Starburst.
I'm going red first, then pink, and then orange, then yellow. Actually, then
Same.
yellow, then orange.
Same.
That yellow.
Wait, you said same to both of his. He changed it, and you still said same.
I agree with whatever he said.
Yeah, that yellow, that lemon has just it just hits just right.
It hits, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, there's some candies where people like don't like. I think the green apple Jolly Rancher is the best Jolly Rancher.
I think I agree with that too.
It's good.
Yeah, they
Something they do with that.
they hit Apple the best.
Does that make you cough?
No,
It
I'm
makes
not-
me cough like
no,
crazy.
I'm a man.
Green apple Jolly Ranchers.
Really?
That's a weird reaction to a
Yeah.
Jolly Rancher.
No, but I think it's like a thing. Like I think I googled it and other people had it too.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that there was a bunch of coughing going around.
It's
An
like
epidemic of
it like
coughing.
makes like my lungs feel like cold. I don't even know. Like it makes them feel weird.
That's weird. That is weird. All right, how about
What-
Skittles then?
No, every single
Skittles,
Skittle
you're just
flavor.
having
I don't even
handfuls.
like.
I'm
I don't
not-
even like Skittles.
I'm not eating one flavor at a time. For
I am.
Skittles.
I'm trying to stack the Reds.
I would
Really?
never go out and pick.
I do stack
And
the Reds.
buy Skittles.
Am I crazy here? Stacking the Reds?
I used to like sour
Skittles?
Skittles. a
No,
lot.
you grab a handful and eat them.
Yes.
No, you
Thank
don't.
for-
You don't go flavor at a time. I do flavor at a time.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Fuck.
Do you guys fuck with Skittle or Starburst alternatives like Mamba or Haichu?
I
Oh,
certainly
High
do
Chew
not.
is
High
very
Chew's
good.
really good. Unreal texture.
Yeah, I've never
thought a
had
High-
Mamba though.
That was almost dropped a dad joke on you, but I stopped it.
No, do it.
I stopped it. No,
High Chew's
You
great.
thought a High Chew was what?
a Japanese poem.
It is I think it is a Japanese candy, right?
No.
Yeah.
Why is it in English?
What's up, Tebow?
I don't know, but it is. It's not. It's like a. Jay, will you look it up?
We're
You said
okay,
it's
PFT.
made by Starburst.
We're okay.
Is it?
Haichu made by Starburst?
It's made by Starburst?
No, I don't think so.
No, isn't it a Japanese
you were
candy?
just
Oh yes,
saying
definitely. Yeah, it's a Japanese
alternatives.
candy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Japanese.
but it's like
Frank-
pretty
I thought
mainstream.
you were
now.
saying Starburst made those two.
No.
No.
Frank, I know that you value your spot on the dozen trivia with Frank and the Frankettes. You're very competitive, like I am. I'm just gonna, spoiler alert coming within about 30 seconds. Today I played. So if you don't want to hear a spoiler, go ahead and ease off. Turn it down for a couple minutes. Turn it back up. I played today. The experts did, and we played against a new team of Joey Molinaro, Doug's, and Chris Castellani. And Chris Castellani whipped my fucking ass. Beat the shit out of me. Came into my house and absolutely took over. Fucked my wife. Beat my kids. Did everything. Chris Castellani is the best trivia player in the Dozen universe right now. You need to pay attention. You need to focus up because he's coming. He's coming.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. It's all right.
All right, wait, I like this.
You know, a lot of times the questions just hit you right.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
You could have a a good day. You could have a bad day.
I was terrible yesterday. The worst ever that I've ever had. The worst performance ever. But I'm still LeBron James on my team.
Are you really going to step away from the game for a bit?
I am. I believe I'm taking a hiatus. It's just. I think the game is better. The game has evolved. It needs more teams. So I'm stepping down a little bit.
Me and Sass have a team.
Really? Who's your teammate?
RDT.
The Orioles guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When are you guys getting in the game?
I'm not sure. We still need a name.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
No.
Frank?
Let's see. Owen,
Whatever you say, I will do as the name.
Owen, Sass, and RDT.
RDT,
Mm-hmm.
and S. Let's see.
Say
The
ass?
Oars.
I take it back. I might not use that. No, I don't hate it.
The Oars.
The Oars. ORS?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And have like
Sass,
a
you okay?
and have like a the.
I don't like being the first name.
Oh, you want to be
We could-
sore then?
We could do the Rose.
It'd be Rose. Sore.
That could work.
The Soar.
Yeah, like the Miami Heat. Just be the
Mhm.
sore and be like a boil or something.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of some rising. on
Team
your skin.
sore.
Team sore. We'll
Maybe.
work on it. We'll work on it a little bit.
I like it.
Let's see more. Stephen Shea. These questions today are all over the place.
I like
Brandon,
this one.
what
What
do you
I
city,
knew you guys needed some talking points.
what
today, so I
city
stepped
has the
up.
best climate in the USA? Steven, we'll lead with you.
It's easily
San Diego.
San
yes,
Diego,
it's San
California.
Diego.
Every-
Isn't that like
everyone
an
says San
objective
Diego.
fact?
that's a universal
Everyone
opinion.
says San Diego. I mean, it rains like maybe at most 20 days of the year, and literally like 300 times. It's 300 days of the year. It's like 78 and sunny.
Yeah. Do you need rain? Are you somebody that if you were there and it only rained 20 days a year, you're like, I kind of miss the rain?
I might be.
Yeah, isn't it like 57 to 72, just like every day?
I
New
think
York climate sucks.
I think it's I think it's like like he said, I think it's like 60 to 78 or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
the most
wonderful.
temperate city in
Yeah,
America, I
it's,
believe.
it's very
sounds awesome.
consistent.
I did a week there. My dad had like a business trip, and he just brought me and my buddy. We were little.
You're being awful bread bully today.
Well, no, but we didn't do anything. We just stayed at some water park, and they only had one ride, but we rode it all day, every day for a week.
That
It was awesome.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, because we didn't get sick of it. We were like,
Because when you're
10.
a kid, you will do the same thing
Yeah.
over and over and over and over.
there was
again.
nobody there. It was like off season.
Like
and
if I
stuff.
take my kids to a park and they see one ride they like, they will want to do that ride,
Yeah.
and they won't want to do anything else.
But like parks now, you can't do that. Like it's a 2-hour wait every time.
Yeah.
You could ride it like 3 times.
yeah, because of people. It comes back to
too
like
many.
your New York thing.
Yeah.
There's too many of them.
Too many
COVID.
people.
Could have used a few more.
Brandon, what'd you do for your bachelor party?
It was November 4th, 2006, and we watched the Mississippi State Alabama game at 11:30, and then we went and played 18 holes of golf at the Highland Plantation Golf Course, and then we went back to my buddy Dr. Ned Miller's house, and we played poker until about 10, and I was asleep by 10:30.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so we were not really titty guys or stripper guys or drinking guys or money guys. We just like to play golf together, so we played golf.
Yeah.
Nice.
Huh. What are you going to do for yours, Sass?
I had no idea. Probably something similar.
Yeah, that sounds good. Honestly, just golf and poker.
As a gambling guy, I kind of want to set an over-under for when you're going to fuck that 9. You think it's within 3 years?
No. I have no idea.
September, no, let's see, August of 20, 24. I think you will have fucked a 9 by then. That's
right.
my prediction for you.
Brother, he is fucking 9s.
No, I'm not.
Well, then my prediction is right.
For my bachelor party, I want to. I don't know if I would want to golf. I think I'm kind of golfed out in life.
I feel like
in
you would
general.
like maybe a hike or something.
Oh yeah,
National
definitely.
Parkish.
Yeah.
I just feel like golfing is such a good activity to get your friend group together one last time, right? To get your friend group together, you get your 6
I don't like
guys
18
together.
though. Like 12 is good.
Yeah,
Or
by 15 you're all
No,
spaced out.
Like I want more than 9, but not 18. You know.
Yeah, but at 12 you're like in the middle of the back 9. You just have
No,
that,
I know.
you
I'm
have that
saying-
awkward drive back on the carts where
I'm
you have
saying a course, like a 12-hole course would be ideal for
there
me.
should be more choices for course lengths. You're right.
Yeah, and instead of just a par 3, like I would love a course all par 4s and it's 12 holes. No
Yeah.
5s.
A
Par-
par 4.
Par 3 courses are very fun because every single tee off, you're like, oh, am I going to get a hole in one here?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Never do, but it's fun.
I love par 3 courses as well. Frank, number 8.
New Yankee Stadium.
New Yankee Stadium ranks well below old Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
What'd they fuck up?
Everything.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
built this stadium. They built a new stadium, and they tried to make it look like the old stadium, the classic old stadium before the renovations, and they got that part right. But they seemed more concerned about impressing
The corporate bullshit.
There's
corporate,
Tico.
the corporate people.
She's dancing in front of the screen. Oh,
Jesus.
The corporate people that come to the stadiums, they have like big walls that like separate the hoity-toity from the plebes.
well, I love that. As a hoity-toity myself, I don't want to be around
The
the plebe.
concessions are terrible, limited, not good concessions. The staff is rude. I mean,
All right, now we've opened ourselves up to a second question here. In all your stadium travels, 9 now, what is the best concession? What's the best piece of food you've had at any of these stadiums?
the Pat LaFrida steak at Citi Field.
Oh,
Nice.
back home, huh?
When we went to the that game with Roan, it was just he's just like he's like the craziest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He has no fear about anything.
No, I think he was like trying to like get his like he ordered like a bunch of beers and like peanuts, and he was like he paid and like his card was accepted, and then he was like, oh, did it go through? And they were like, yeah. And then he like waited for like 15 minutes like pretending to, like he claimed he was checking his bank account to see if it went through. And like me and Owen were talking about the other day, we're like, I think he was just trying to get it for free. Like, why would you assume that it didn't go through when it got accepted?
Yeah, that is an odd reaction.
And then he's
I
just
don't
like
know.
he talks to everyone that he walks by, and then he posted a tweet the other day. Who is the guy? Who is the coach from Penn State? The rapist,
Paterno
Sandusky.
or Sandusky?
Sandusky.
Yeah.
He said that he was on his honeymoon. He was in the hot tub, and some guy got in. And he's like, "Has anyone ever told you you look like Sandusky?"
Yeah.
I
think
have no
he's just
doubt he
like
said that as well.
No,
I think
no,
he's just like
100%.
the most charming person ever, and he like sees what he could get away with.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah. He really can, and he's at ease in any situation.
yeah.
Any situation that would just throw me asunder, he just walks right
Yeah,
into.
oh yeah, 100%. We were gonna meet him at this bar like close to Yankee Stadium, and we were like an hour late, and we got there, and he's just like hanging out by himself, talking to a bunch of random people.
Man, that guy's something else.
If I had 2 full years to train, I could not medal in any Olympic event.
No, most people, I don't think anyone could.
Nobody, no, because all
Nobody
these
could.
all these are legit top athletes that
They've
are
been training for 20
Have you
years.
seen
Yeah.
have you seen the new Olympic? It's
The wall climbing?
the
wall
speed
climbing.
wall
yeah.
climbing.
even
I-
that. No,
No.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're already like a very
skilled wall climber.
skilled athlete,
Yeah, but none
probably
of us
translate
are.
over into
I
something.
mean, we have wall climbing, we have skateboarding. I mean, what's next?
If KB trained to do
Wait,
the wall
Hold on,
climbing,
what's next?
Wait.
What's next?
Sass.
What's next? Hopscotch?
You see what you almost fucking did?
I
Florentine
feel like
would've loved that
if
one.
KB trained to do the wall climbing, he could medal in that.
I feel like he
Yeah.
might be able to do it now.
Like when he
He
scaled
scaled
that thing,
easily.
that was crazy.
I mean, him walking on his hands is already
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah.
Were you here when he scaled the?
No, I wasn't.
But
here
like
for this.
he was
Took
a
him
really
1
good
second.
athlete.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a
think
super
any
athlete.
of us were.
Now, I do think there are some sports in the Olympics that are lucky. The athletes in those sports are lucky that
They
other
had-
sports exist. That takes the super athletes. Like
yeah.
I think if like a track star wanted to just be a European track star wanted to play field hockey, that'd be easy peasy.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the sports too. It's
yeah.
like some of them. It's like, well, clearly you have to have like came from money if you want to like train for whatever this sport is.
Frank, are you an Olympics guy?
Most years I am. I just had it's just so difficult to get into this Olympics.
Well, NBC hasn't done a great job of giving you something and making you want to care about it or anything. You never know when anything's on.
I mean, they're putting a lot of shit behind the paywall and Peacock, which I had. I mean, I got a lot of streaming services yet. I don't know if I want to get Peacock.
Peacock sucks.
Yeah.
Peacock fucking
Don't
stinks.
get Peacock.
I have to have it because WWE Network is on there, but it fucking stinks. But if you do want WWE Network, get Peacock because it's
The
wonderful.
streaming services are just so dumb because now it's just back to channels.
It's circled all the way back.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
too many choices now, and it's all the way back to
Like
channels.
the South
Yeah.
Now
Park.
you just pay for each channel individually.
The
Yeah.
South Park shit. Did you see the
Oh,
contract?
they got a
where,
huge
Yeah,
contract.
where?
900 million?
Yeah, but where? Well, first of all, I think like
Paramount
obviously
Plus.
900 million's a fuck ton of money, but 14 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like reasonable. Like maybe not even reasonable.
I mean, they'll make their money
Well, I
back.
don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
cartoon movies are as expensive as
Yeah, I
paying
guess,
actors
yeah.
and stuff. But yeah,
But $900 million for 14 movies. Is
And,
like,
and speaking of streaming services, I can't wait for Stranger Things season 4 at the nursing home.
I've never watched Stranger Things. Have you watched it?
Yes,
Do you like it? I
Yes,
guess
I do.
if you watched it, you did like it.
it's very good.
I need to watch. It's one of those.
you watch Outer Banks, Frank?
No,
I know Big Cat's doing that now.
yeah, I've been watching it.
All right, the weed has been fired up in the lobby. That is a large blunt.
Huh.
That's a stick right there. I guess there were Tico.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. You're right. Fun. Let's get through these questions real quick. How early is too early to eat lunch? I was here one day. Big Cat ate it at 9:30. I think it's crazy.
that's too early. I'd say the earliest
11 to 1 is lunch.
11. Yeah, I agree with that. 11 to 1, 11 to 2.
I think you can eat it at 11.
I'm on like a one big meal a day
Me
cycle.
too.
I don't know how you do that. How do you have the discipline to just not eat a
I
second
don't
big
get
meal?
hungry until like the afternoon.
I don't eat when
I
I,
just
get
like
hungry.
get so
I eat when it's time to
distracted.
eat.
I get like distracted and I don't eat. And then like yesterday I was going to do this open mic and I was like, oh, I have literally eaten nothing today. And then I had to stop at a deli.
Let's see. How many hours of video games do you currently play per day?
0.
Fleming, I'm assuming you're at 0 or
Zero.
Okay. You're at 0 right now?
Yeah, my PlayStation got stolen. I don't have anything.
Oh, that's rough.
I set up a TV in my room yesterday.
I have a Switch at the house.
I feel like
Come
you would
play.
I have a
use it more
Switch.
than I. I would
have
offer
no,
it
I have
to
no
you.
reason to use it. I don't have anything to play on it.
What is the worst
Oh, really?
accessory a guy can wear?
I don't
Probably
know.
a gold bracelet.
I like that he's the one that asked the question and he's the one that answered the question. I'm not wearing the gold bracelet anymore, Steven. I stopped wearing it.
I don't think anything. I think I should wear more accessories.
Did I tell you guys that my wife came to me and was like, why did you wear that?
Yeah.
She said, why did you wear that? I said, well, you got it for me. And she said, yeah, but I don't have good taste in this stuff. And then it was like, it was my fault that I was wearing the damn thing.
I liked it.
And now she just has my.
It was just
my-
loose. Or it was Nick's
Here's
loose.
the worst accessory a man can wear:
Yep.
an ascot.
Hard disagree.
I don't know that I even would know where to get an ascot.
Hmm.
Maybe Hermes? I don't know. An ascot. What is an ascot? Is that a hat?
No, it's
no,
like
it's the little scarf you tuck into
Like a
the
kerchief?
yeah, into a collared shirt.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what rule? Bolo ties.
Bolo. Yeah, those are the rope ties, right? The
Mhm.
little black rope ties.
Those are awesome.
Those are bad. Accessory.
Bow ties stink.
Bow ties.
bow ties are bad.
The guy who wears a bow tie, like, I don't know, thinks it's
Unless
hilarious.
He
you're, like,
wants to
in a
be a bow tie
tux.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an ascot?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's a rough face. That guy's-
show
that Florentine?
what you call
Didn't it look like him?
Fred from Scooby Doo had an ascot.
Yes, Fred. He sure did. The white shirt and the blue ascot. Okay, yeah. I like that. Let's see. Is Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink good or disgusting, Frank?
It's okay.
It's okay. I wouldn't say it's disgusting. I wouldn't say it's good. I mean, it's almost like artificial chocolate.
Well, it's chocolate water, not chocolate milk, right?
Yeah, basically.
Ew.
And you know who used to do commercials for Yoo-Hoo? Yogi Berra.
Really?
Really? I didn't know that.
Is he related to Yogi Bear?
Mm-hmm.
Some think he's named after him.
I like vanilla Nesquik.
I didn't know they made. There he is. Oh, the red ass guy. Excuse me. The blue collar. That's Fred from Scooby Doo. I never got into Scooby Doo, Frank. It never really did anything for. Were you a He-Man guy?
No, I was a Scooby-Doo guy.
Okay, You're a little. You predate He-Man a little bit, just a little bit. I came in right at the height of He-Man in like 82, 83. And you. Oh, I'm
Whoa.
sorry. Wow.
Giving us the
We haven't even fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
No, we have at least 2 more questions than the other.
And
Well.
of course, I have to reveal number 9.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta get to number 9 for sure.
If you have $30 to go to the grocery store and assemble a meal to make for yourself, what are you buying? We'll go down the line. Start with Frank.
$30.
$30. I'm buying Hamburger Helper.
You're gonna have like $26 left.
I mean, you buy Hamburger Helper, you buy a can of green beans,
Yeah.
and not only that, you get leftover. If you're leaving alone, you get leftover Hamburger Helper to eat like a day or 2 later.
What's your go-to hamburger helper?
The beef pasta.
Okay, I like the stroganoff. All right. Let's see. I would go. I'm going. I don't know.
I'd grab a ribeye and a bushel of asparagus.
I would grab a ribeye and a sack of potatoes, and I would make me either homemade French fries or a baked potato.
I would probably do.
Cocktail shrimp.
I was gonna say sushi. Yeah, I think I'd
You're
just
gonna
do
make
sushi.
your own
It
sushi?
literally says make
Oh, you
your
have to
own.
make your own. But
Yeah.
you said go to the grocery store and make a meal.
It
Get a
says
meal.
assemble a meal you'll make for
Well,
yourself.
Oh, that's
that you'll-
assembling. I'm
No,
assembling.
that
make
you'll
for
make
yourself.
for yourself, it says.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would do.
The grocery store by us does have good sushi.
They have really good sushi and it's cheap.
Yeah.
I would probably do probably a steak.
What kind of grocery is it?
It's an Amish market.
Amish market.
The Amish, they know how to do it
They know how to do sushi.
Yeah.
They have the freshest fish in
in New York.
Yeah.
PA.
When I think of
Um,
sushi, I think of Omland.
I don't really have like a go-to meal. Like I always just make like chicken or I make like a meat and then like rice and veggies.
There you go.
But I don't enjoy it ever. So
Yeah, you
so,
make bad chicken.
Yeah, I don't know like what the actual best.
You
meal I
season
could
your
have
chicken
is.
in the pan, which frustrates me incredibly.
No,
That
I don't
isn't-
do that.
what?
I did that once accidentally because we don't have any we didn't have a cutting board forever.
True.
Stephen Che, I assume since you asked the question, you have an answer ready to go. $30 for a meal at the grocery store. Go.
New York strip steak, potato, red onion. That's it.
What does the red
Nice.
onion do?
Maybe some broccoli too.
Caramelize that up.
Yeah, I like to kind of.
Yeah, I guess I would probably just. I mean, I think the best answer is steak, potato,
And a green.
and a green.
See, when I
Yeah.
go with a steak accompaniment, Stephen, I get a mushroom.
Ugh.
I like mushroom.
Yeah, that's
Mushrooms
fair.
are the one, or mushrooms and squash, and like any type of squash
No.
are the two
Butternut
foods
squash
that
is
I
delicious.
cannot eat.
Squash is wonderful.
The and zucchini.
Just squash.
Those three. Like I can eat most things. Those three. When I used to go downstairs and smell my mom cooking mushrooms, I would have to like leave the house because it was I can't. Like the texture.
You would go to open mics.
Yeah. No, I think I would just go back up to my room.
All right, Frank. Before we get to number 9, let's go back a little bit. Number 1 was Wrigley Field.
Yes.
Number 2 was PNC Park.
Yes.
Number 3 was Old Yankee Stadium.
Uh,
Was it Fenway? What was it? It was Old
No.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
wasn't
yes.
it? Number 4 was Citi Field.
Yes.
Number 5 was Fenway.
Yes.
Number 6 was New Yankee Stadium?
Shea Stadium.
Shea Stadium.
Shea
Are we
Stadium.
missing some? No. Wait a second. Here.
We're
it is.
missing the White Sox?
We're missing the White Sox. Number 1.
5 was guaranteed rate.
Yes.
Yes.
6 was Fenway.
Fenway. Yes.
7 was
Old Yankee
Old
Stadium.
Yankee Stadium. 8 was Shea, and that sets up.
No. 7 was.
7 was new.
No. 7 was Shea. 8 was New Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And number
Okay.
9.
The worst stadium.
Tropicana
you've-
Field.
Oh,
Oh.
What was it?
I ruined it, too.
Tropicana Field.
Oh.
you went to that earlier this year too, right?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
Everything. It's got all the. It's literally like they're playing baseball inside of a Costco.
Yeah, it's
What, just how empty it feels?
Just they got these catwalks hanging from the ceiling of a roof that's slanted.
They have those at
You know what
Costco?
nobody says about Tropicana Field that is absolutely true? First of all, inside it's terrible. It has the white roof. The
Yeah.
balls get lost. It's bad. They don't fill it. But on the outside, it's absolutely crooked. It looks crooked.
Yeah, it looks like a spaceship landed in the middle of St.
It
Petersburg.
looks like it is deflated. Is what it looks
Yeah,
like. It's not a good looking building.
It is a terrible stadium. You walk around the concourse and it's got like you're almost like you feel like you're walking into like a basement of a dungeon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's nothing good about Tropicana Field.
All right, so those are the 9 you've hit.
Yes.
Number 10, where do you want to go next?
Great question, Owen.
Maybe Philadelphia, since it's close. That could be one that could be done early.
Mhm.
But I want to hit them all eventually.
Yeah.
That'd
good
be
goal.
great. That's a great idea for just getting out there and content maybe.
Well,
Hit all the
Yeah,
stadiums.
expense
I've
that
written
shit.
I've written a review about Tropicana Field. I've written a review about New Yankee Stadium this year. So I guess I'll try to do eventually reviews about everyone else. I shot hot dog reviews at all 3.
Nice.
That's fantastic. All right. We
Did
good?
you do Portillo's, I imagine? I know you've done it, but did you do it again?
Coming soon.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Maybe not spoil everything, Owen.
Well, it's a tease.
That's a good tease. Owen, you want to knock us out of here? Get us done? We're finished? Tell everybody we're
we'll
leaving?
let Frank do it. It's Tank Thursday.
Frank, Tank Thursday. If you want to end
Take
Tank
us home.
Thursday, take us home, baby.
Feebly. Leave the bases loaded twice in the game. Michael Cano for is a shame. Feebly. Yes, the Mets losing 1-0, and that's probably going to be the final. They'll probably be out their 7th 1-0 loss this year.
Thank you.